Hi friends. So I got to go to a workshop today, and the workshop was in regards to international trade. So the workshop seminar covered the topics, deep diving into import and export trade of goods and service across countries, and it was a long and educational day. Maybe a bit bland, but uh, it's okay. I felt like I learned a lot, so that was good. But I also found that I got to learn something about myself in the process too. Um, so this very childish mentality popped up today, which I hadn't experienced in a very long time. I think since maybe college or something. But I forgot that there was a part of me, this rebellious part of me, that really gets annoyed when someone is teaching a subject in a very condescending manner, or at least what I interpret to be condescending manner. So there's definitely a bias on my part there, and of course, this is a childish mentality of mine that I completely forgot about. So it was just kind of interesting to experience and observe myself. But what happens is that when someone is kind of teaching in a way that makes the students feel dumb for not knowing, at least that's how I feel. Um, it just really frustrates me, and it kind of makes me not listen to the subject being taught. And luckily, I realized I was doing that real quick, so I changed up my mentality, and it was a great opportunity to fix myself. But I think what kind of got me feeling that way was because of the way, not just the way the individual talked, but also how they kind of made you highlight specific words and sentences and then write down specific notes exactly as they mention. And I understand in workshops, especially very long, bland workshops, it's very good to kind of uh, input like interactive activities while teaching so that people don't get bored, or they're able to learn more because they're kind of gaining the information not just through listening and watching, but through more tactile methods, maybe. But the way this person was kind of teaching, I think it was excessive, and there were some topics or notes that they told us to write down that I felt was pretty important. And this is a paid seminar, so for those who may not have been able to write down all the notes, they could have been missing out on a good chunk of vital information in regards to international trade. So I think that was when it started to kind of frustrate me more. But then I caught myself feeling that way because I also noticed that I wasn't taking in the information that they were teaching as much. And at that point, it kind of just made me think like, firstly, they are professionals and they do know the knowledge. So, and they're being paid to teach it within a certain time frame. And so, however they want to teach it, they have the right to do it that way. We don't have to agree to it, but as long as we're there and we want to learn the information, we might as well just take it in as much as possible and kind of ignore whatever feelings you have toward the individual, because that's not the goal of the seminar. I mean, all of this is really obvious, but it was just kind of interesting. I had to talk to myself while listening to kind of, I guess, grow up in the moment, and teach my kind of immature feelings lesson. Um, yeah, it's really interesting because sometimes you do have these childish emotions inside of you that come up sometimes. It's almost like it's a different personality, but and you don't realize it's there until it comes up because of certain like stimulus in your environment or an experience that kind of brings it out of you. But anyways, for me, that was kind of on top of learning about importing and exporting. I got to kind of learn about myself and, you know, uh, kind of grow up or kind of mature a part of me that was hidden that so happened to come up today. So I felt like I was able to develop and grow a little or fix something inside me that needed to be fixed. Does that sound weird? No, I think it's okay. Anyways, yeah. And because the seminar was uh, over early in the afternoon, I got to get out of work kind of early, so I got to jog, and it was a nice afternoon. It's been cloudy, rainy all week, and I think it's gonna be cloudy all week this week, so I was happy to see nice sunset clouds. But anyways, my thoughts for the day. Thanks for listening as always, and I'll catch you guys up again another time.